Alright, so just quick apologies. I am in Canada visiting my family at the moment, so that's why I haven't really been around doing many videos at all. Um, oh, hair's doing something funky. So, yes, bullying, queer-centric schools. Um, I don't like the idea of centric anything schools. Um, I personally do believe that inflicts people with a bias, and that does not make the melting pot any um, any bigger for people to kind of get used to things. Also, if you're having a school where the majority of the families that are there are gay, LGBT youth, or LGBT parents, then there's going to be that comfort of network that they're going to get used to as a child, which is not going to help them once they reach the real world. Because they're not, people don't always have that community, you know. You could go to high school in this one area, you could go to you could grow up in this one area your entire life, but come graduation, you're going to probably want to go to another university or college, or you want to move to another city or travel. You're not going to have that comfort. You're not going to have that net, and that is something that is important to realize. Um, I think that it pillows people, and I also think that it sensitizes people. Um, so, although the idea, I believe, is a good idea, I just don't agree with it. In terms of bullying, like, I can sit here and say many things to you, but the fact is, I pass on a day-to-day basis. I've never been clocked before in my entire life. I've been called like fag and stuff like that in high school. In elementary school, I was called girly boy, Barbie boy. Um, I think that was pretty much about it. Yeah, that was pretty much about it. And that wasn't really until the end of elementary school, about grade 6, 7, because that's, you know, they're getting older. They're starting to realize more things, right? So, my experience with bullying wasn't that great, but I want you to know that you out there who are being bullied, you honestly can rise above, because you have to take control of your situation. It was huge, absolutely huge. I made it so that when I was in high school, I joined my student leadership program. I ran for school president. I was school president and head of the leadership foundation for 5 years. That's in my entire high school life. From grade 8 to grade 12, I was running my school. I did announcements, I put on assemblies, I ran the school dances, I marked papers, I delivered textbooks, I went to conferences, I went to meetings, I met all types of faculty members from all over the country. I was a very fortunate person, and I put myself in a position where people could not say no to me, and people could not disrespect me, because if they did, I ultimately could affect their experience at high school. Also, I made it so that when I grew up in the pinnacle of like the whole gaydom kind of thing. So Queer as Folk was a huge show, and so was Will and Grace. And everybody in my high school started knowing and becoming familiar with these characters, especially the girls. And those girls were like, oh, I wish I had a gay best friend, and so that's when I decided to come out as gay. And because now I come out as gay, all the girls are now my friends, and if the guys want to get with the girls, they gotta go through me first, you know, and if they have a problem with me, then the girls have a problem with them. So they didn't want to be stepping on my toes. That's not to say that there wasn't a few incidents, but it was nothing to do with being, well, only one of them was to do with being No, hold on a sec. I had three instances in my entire high school life. Um, One, I was attacked by a kid because he was feeling insecure about himself and decided to attack me. Had nothing else to do with anything that I instigated. It had nothing to do with me being gay, and it had nothing to do with me being trans. It was purely out of a jealous place. And that's fine. Whatever. The next one was I grew up with this kid. Let's call him John. My entire life, from grade 4 or 5 up through till grade 12. And in grade 11 PE class we were wrestling, and I got him out every single time because even though he's a huge ass kid, he was weak. And the one time him and everybody else teamed up to get me out of the wrestling rink, he decided to turn around and said, ha ha, girly boy, Barbie boy, faggot, blah 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 blah, and I turned around and I punched him in the face. Um, I ended up knocking him out and giving him a black eye, but the principal saw it as justified, so he expelled John. I think I'm being cohesive with names right now. So yeah, so um, that was the second one, and the third one was the older grad class. This was like in grade 9. We were standing in line to get into the school dance, and two of the seniors were behind me, decided to stick their hand right up between my legs and lift up to see if there was something that they were expecting to be there, and there wasn't. So that was my extent of in terms of bullying and teasing, and I have to say, I didn't let those affect me because I knew that high school is only 5 years of my life. You know, like school, you go to school from the time you are in kindergarten to the time you're in grade 12. For people who are in North America, right? And you have to think that from the age you're in kindergarten till the time you're about in grade 2 or 3, those years, everyone is just playing with each other, or if they fight, it's because someone's got your goddamn toy. Now, from that age till about grade 12, that's when girls and boys start noticing differences in each other, and that's when the great divide starts to happen. And you kind of are in the middle being like, oh my god, I want to go over here, but maybe I should go over here. And you're just kind of confused, and because you're crossed in those middle paths, people are firing back and forth at you. So let's say that starts in grade 4, and you go all the way up to grade 12, right? That is literally only 8 years of your life. If the average person lives 78 years, that means you have 70 years of non-school life to just do whatever the hell you want to do. You know? Why let it affect you? These people are idiots. These people haven't been exposed to anything, and most of all, these people have shit probably going on at home that's affecting them and enabling them to act out. They want you to lash back. They want to get your attention. They want to go to the principal's office. They want to go see the counselor. They want their parents to come in. Why? Because this gives them attention. They want to follow the crowd, call you names as well, because everyone else is doing it because they want to fit in. Let them. Just let them. You make fun of yourself too. Why not? Be like, yeah, I'm a girly boy, whatever. Hey, yeah, I'm a tranny. I'm a chick with a dick, and I can do it better than your girlfriend. Whatever. Just whatever. And I won't say that it gets easier after you graduate, because it's just a different type of bullshit that happens. But you know how to deal with it better. You do. And it's just life. But as you grow older, you'll meet people. And as you meet people, you will be able to make understanding for all of them. and you'll be able to create your own network of like-minded people who will be able to divulge into your experience. And it will be a beautiful thing. And don't worry about what other people say at this current point in the moment of your life, because it will pass. These people will fade out of your life. I mean, the amount of people I talked to from my high school is like nil. In fact, everybody pretty much who graduated from my high school just decided to get married and knocked up, and that's the end of their life. I chose something completely different. I chose to be happy. So whatever. Anyway, to all my bullies out there, good luck to you. I hope you have a wonderful, fabulous life, and life enriches you. And I do wish you intelligence. I do wish you freedom from ignorance and freedom from these human things that are so stupid. And I wish to everybody who watches these videos love and respect. Because if you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love anybody else? Can I get an amen? Amen. And really, just tell yourself that every day. I love myself and I respect myself. And you'll get through it. I did it. I did it. And there are millions of other people who did it too. Don't be another number. It's stupid. Think of all the people that you'll be hurting. You don't think it would hurt you, but it will hurt you. So, until next time, I'll speak to you all later. Bye.